Show up, show up, show up, show up. Hi everyone and welcome back. Thank you for checking back in. This is my 6th episode. Today I was thinking about talking about changes and breaking through stuff that's just very uncomfortable and just doing it anyway. I remember when I was 23, my first self-help book that I read was called Face Your Fear and Do It Anyway. And I was on my way I was living in London at the time, and I was going to do a songwriting tour in New York. I was terrified. I'd never been to New York before, and I had different sessions every day. And a friend of mine in London said, read this book, you can do this. And I read that book and I thought, okay, I'm just going to do it. And everything went fine. And anyhow, I fell in love with New York. I thought it was just an amazing place. One person that I was listening to a lot at the time was David Bowie. And he had this song called Changes. And changes is something that we don't want to go through at times. Sometimes we want them. Either way, they're gonna happen. So we might as well not resist going through what we have to go through. As I told you before in an episode, I moved from New York. After many years in New York, I moved to Los Angeles because I got more work over there. It was, it was an exciting shift and a little bit scary, like everything is. And I had never been to LA when I moved there either. Also, I started taking acting classes. Of course, LA is they have very good teachers in acting. And I started studying with Howard Fine. Howard Fine is this very skillful person and teacher. He taught us students so much about, how recreate and how to use the life that we were living and had lived in a new situation and sort of understand it and what is the body language, how do we react to things. And he put so many things in my head that, it was not at all what I thought it was going to be. I learned a lot about myself, maybe too much. I don't know if it's too good to zoom in too much, but you need the other stuff too. Zoom in on other people as well. Help other people, I think, if you need to help yourself. Anyhow, he gave me scenes that were so uncomfortable for me to do. And the girls and the women he wanted me to play was just not sides of me that I was show up, for in everyday life. But anyhow, it just, once, you had a scene, I think one new scene every month, and you had someone a partner you were doing it with. And, I always felt very proud after I did that, and I felt okay, cool, I can do that. And I could go a step further every time. Now, I've been making music, right? Making music all my life. Some like it, some don't. I don't love everything I've done either. Some things I love to listen to, many things I cannot listen to. But I have sort of changed myself to create something new, sort of challenged myself, I think is a better word. And I have recorded a new album and written a new album in odd time signature, which is really new to me. Super difficult to where do I come in? It was, it was a little bit painful, but also sort of good. It's still poppy, of course, but I love pop. It's just, I love pop culture. Any world, love any world. This is very me, by the way. I switch subjects all the time. I don't want to get too heavy on anything. Always light. Anyhow, this new album is coming out pretty soon, actually, or the first song is coming out May 3rd, which is not this Friday, but next Friday. The song is called Fight for Your Life, and I sort of felt like I had to do that at times in my life, like literally fight for my life and fight for me, and Show Up that you hear as like coming into this show is also about that, like showing up for yourself. And it's also all time, and I don't know, it was really hard. That one wasn't too hard to do, actually. I don't know why. Some of them are easier. Maybe because when you like something, they're easier. And it was sort of bright. I am excited to hear what you'll think of my new music. If you are one of those who listened to me and heard some of my stuff from before, I would just, yeah, be interesting to see what you think about this. I definitely did go through changes, and I did something new. I broke through the uncomfortable. I also find a lot of enjoyment doing this, actually. This is like, music is communicating. So is this, like, communicating like this, just speaking my mind about things and hearing back from you. It's like, I mean, it's kind of an isolated way to communicate with someone, but it's still something. And you can reach out to so many people. I mean, some people that do this, they have like, you know, millions of followers and millions of people that listen to them. It's just sort of amazing, like what we can do today that, you know, to my grandfather, like it would have been impossible. Like they didn't even have a TV. So anyhow, thank you so much for listening in to my thoughts about stuff, and I hope you can use it somehow in some good way in your life. I will see you soon. All right, bye. Show up.